Okay, in this tutorial, we'll see how to create a database. Then we'll see how to create a model, and we'll see how to save this model, that is the table, into the database. So we'll have a table called as transactions that will record the expenses and the incomes, and we'll store it in the database. So we have opened the application, the expense tracker application, and then we can go in the com.expense tracker and create a new package called as models. Okay, so models will have all the models. Models are representation of the tables in the database. So I'll create models here, and under this I'll create a new file, Java class, that is transaction. We have created a transaction file, and now what we will do is we will import some packages. And so firstly we need to import entity and a table. Okay, table will be transactions and entity will be, it's an entity. So let's import this classes first. Okay, and let's import this class as well. Okay, we have imported this class. We can see that there are two classes of the persistent object. So what we need to do is we need to just put star here, so it will include all the classes, and we need to remove the table one here. Okay, once we do this, we'll add a one field called as id, which is the primary key. Okay, and it is auto generated value. Next, we'll add private long amount, double amount, then the local date. So you need to include the date class here, local date class here. So I'm going to import this class, so it will not show the error now. And we have description here. Then we'll include the transaction type here, and we'll have to use this enum here. Transaction type will be enum, so it will have income or expenses. Okay, once we do this, we need to create getters and setters for this page. So I will right click on the application and I'll say generate getters and setters. Okay, I'll generate getters and setters for all the fields. I'll click on OK. So I've got the getters and setters for all the pages. Okay, we'll save this file, and now what we need to do is we need to add a database to the application. So my database will be, a database name will be what? Expense tracker DB. So we'll call it expense tracker DB. Okay, now let's create this database first. Okay, we'll create this database here. We'll click on new, and we'll click on the database name is expense tracker and DB. So let's create this database. Okay, we can see the database is created, and there is no tables in this. Okay, so to generate tables from this application, what we need to do is we already have a model in place. It is the transaction model, and our table name is already defined as transaction. So what we need to do is now we need to run this expense tracker main file. Okay, so let it run. Okay, the Tomcat server started on port 8080. Now let's reload this, because let's reload this database, and you can see the transaction table is been added to the database. Okay, if you see the structure here, so whatever we have mentioned in the class file, everything is got generated here.